Have you ever witnessed a moment that could change an entire industry overnight? A moment so unexpected that even billion-dollar companies never saw it coming. Deep inside Honda's highly restricted research facilities, whispers have begun circulating about a breakthrough unlike anything the automotive world expected. There was no massive product launch, no flashy stage presentation, and no worldwide live stream, just a quiet demonstration behind closed doors that has sparked intense speculation across the industry. If the reports are even partially true, this technology could challenge everything we've been told about the future of transportation. Not through another fully electric revolution, but with a radically reimagined hybrid system that could generate its own power while driving, reduce dependence on charging infrastructure, and redefine efficiency as we know it. Within days, these rumors spread through financial markets and automotive circles, igniting debates among engineers, investors, and industry experts. Could this be the innovation that reshapes the future of mobility? Some believe it's simply the next evolution of hybrid technology. Others think it's too revolutionary to be real. But if Honda has truly achieved what many believed was impossible, the impact could be felt across the entire global automotive industry. So stay with us until the very end, because we're about to separate fact from speculation and uncover the story behind this mysterious breakthrough. And before we begin, if you're passionate about cutting-edge technology, next-generation automobiles, and innovations that could change the world, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. We're working toward our first 1,000 subscribers, and every subscription helps us bring you more exciting content like this. Now, let's dive into the story that has the entire automotive industry talking. This isn't simply an upgraded version of the old Insight. That model relied on a dual-motor setup, a compact battery pack, and conventional regenerative braking technology. It delivered impressive efficiency for its time, but its design belonged to an earlier generation. What people are talking about now is something entirely different. According to the claims, Honda has developed a new type of self-charging hybrid combustion system designed to produce its own electrical energy through highly efficient engine operation, without requiring an external charging cable. The concept promises a powerful drivetrain capable of delivering strong acceleration, extended driving range, and freedom from public charging infrastructure. The most intriguing part is that the system is said to generate electricity while the vehicle is running. By capturing energy normally lost through engine heat and braking forces, it reportedly converts that waste into usable electrical power in real time through an advanced energy management system. In simple terms, you fill the tank with regular gasoline, and the hybrid technology continuously recovers energy that would otherwise disappear as heat or friction, using it to assist the vehicle's performance. If these claims prove accurate, fuel economy could reach nearly 5 liters per 100 kilometers, with electric assistance significantly reducing fuel consumption. That means fewer worries about charging stations, less dependence on large battery packs, and a driving experience that blends mechanical engineering with electric efficiency. Honda also suggests that the system performs reliably in a wide range of conditions. Whether traveling through scorching deserts or icy mountain roads, drivers wouldn't need to search for fast chargers or install expensive home charging equipment. In theory, long-distance travel could be completed with nothing more than ordinary fuel stops. But if this technology is so revolutionary, why has almost no one heard about it? The answer may lie in a project that reportedly began nearly 2 decades ago. Back in 2008, while much of the automotive industry was shifting its attention toward lithium-ion electric vehicles, Honda engineers were allegedly exploring a different path. Instead of depending entirely on batteries and charging infrastructure, they envisioned a next-generation hybrid platform that could reduce reliance on external energy sources. The confidential initiative became known internally as Project HX Prime. According to the story, functioning prototypes had already been developed by 2012. Then, without warning, the project disappeared from public discussion. There were no announcements, no official cancellation, and no explanation. Only silence. Some reports claim the technology wasn't abandoned because it failed. Instead, it was supposedly placed on hold as the industry poured investment into battery-powered vehicles, creating an environment where a breakthrough hybrid platform might have disrupted existing business strategies and long-term investments. As a result, many engineers were reassigned to other programs, including hydrogen fuel cell research, while Project HX Prime faded into obscurity. Years later, however, circumstances began to change. Concerns surrounding charging infrastructure, battery supply chains, and raw material sourcing sparked renewed discussions about alternative technologies. That shift reportedly encouraged Honda to revisit the old project. In early 2025, engineers are said to have reopened secure storage facilities containing several original prototype vehicles. After integrating modern electronics and updated components, development resumed at an accelerated pace. The results, according to insiders, exceeded expectations. Performance testing reportedly showed acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour in approximately 4.3 seconds, placing it alongside many modern electric vehicles. Top speed allegedly reaches around 180 kilometers per hour while maintaining consistent power delivery even during demanding uphill driving. Range figures are perhaps even more impressive. Reports suggest the vehicle could travel nearly 760 kilometers on a single tank of fuel without requiring any external charging whatsoever. Refueling remains as simple as stopping at a gas station, taking only a few minutes before continuing the journey. Unlike fully electric vehicles, drivers wouldn't need to schedule lengthy charging sessions or constantly monitor battery levels before long trips. Engineers also claim the system reduces mechanical wear compared with traditional combustion engines because of its optimized operating temperatures and intelligent energy recovery processes. By minimizing unnecessary strain, the technology could potentially lower maintenance requirements while improving long-term reliability. If these reports are accurate, what once appeared to be a forgotten engineering experiment could become one of the automotive industry's most disruptive innovations. Mass production of such a system could reshape strategies across manufacturers, battery suppliers, mining companies, and energy infrastructure providers around the world. And according to ongoing speculation, Honda has already begun evaluating multiple production-ready versions internally. The possibility alone has sent waves through the automotive sector. If this technology performs as described, it could force companies across the electric vehicle ecosystem to reconsider long-term investments and future product strategies. For an industry valued at more than $1 trillion, even the suggestion of a fundamentally different approach has become impossible to ignore. If these reports are accurate, the implications stretch far beyond just automobiles. Materials once considered essential for the EV revolution, like lithium, cobalt, and nickel, could suddenly lose much of their strategic importance. Billions of dollars invested in battery manufacturing facilities could face an uncertain future. Massive projects built around the assumption of battery dominance might find themselves competing against an entirely different technological direction. According to industry rumors, executives from several major automakers reportedly gathered for emergency meetings shortly after news of the prototype began circulating. Behind closed doors, one question echoed throughout the industry. What happens if this technology actually works? The concern extends beyond raw materials. It reaches the enormous charging infrastructure that has been expanding across the globe. Thousands of charging stations, billions in investment, and entire business models could be challenged if drivers no longer depend on plugging their vehicles into the grid. Even companies specializing in battery recycling would have to rethink their future. After all, if fewer batteries are required, the demand for recycling naturally declines as well. Then another surprising claim emerged. Unlike futuristic concepts relying on exotic materials or expensive battery technology, this reported hybrid system is said to use a relatively simple and compact design. Instead of carrying a massive battery pack, it combines an efficient combustion engine with an advanced regenerative system and a compact energy storage unit. The estimated production cost has sparked just as much discussion as the technology itself, with some reports suggesting it could be significantly less expensive than a conventional electric drivetrain. Operating expenses are also rumored to be remarkably low, potentially making long-term ownership far cheaper than many existing alternatives. Even more surprising are claims surrounding environmental performance. Supporters suggest that when manufacturing and operational emissions are considered together, the overall carbon footprint could compete with, or even outperform, many current electric vehicles. If those numbers prove correct, owners could recover any additional purchase cost through fuel savings in a relatively short period, making the technology financially attractive as well as practical. So, what exactly makes this system different? At the center of the concept is an advanced thermal regenerative energy recovery mechanism. Rather than allowing engine heat, vibration, and mechanical movement to go to waste, the system is designed to capture that energy and convert it into usable electrical power while the vehicle is in motion. The combustion engine operates within its most efficient range, while recovered energy is stored and immediately reused to support the drivetrain and onboard electronics. The result is a vehicle that continuously generates and recycles its own energy without requiring an external charging connection. Reports also claim the system performs reliably under extreme weather conditions, including freezing temperatures where many conventional batteries experience reduced efficiency. Perhaps the most remarkable feature is its independence. No charging cable, no dedicated charging station, and no heavy reliance on large lithium battery packs. The vehicle simply keeps recovering energy as it drives, creating what engineers describe as a nearly self-sustaining hybrid cycle. But while enthusiasts are excited, not everyone would welcome such a breakthrough. Speculation suggests regulators and industry stakeholders around the world have begun closely examining the technology, with some experts predicting intense debate over future emissions standards and vehicle classifications if such a system reaches commercialization. Energy companies, battery manufacturers, and infrastructure providers all have enormous investments tied to the existing electric vehicle ecosystem. Any major disruption could reshape decades of planning and billions of dollars in capital. At the same time, research organizations across several countries are reportedly increasing efforts to study advanced hybrid systems, recognizing that the future of transportation may not belong exclusively to battery electric vehicles. Some industry observers even claim competing automakers have slowed certain development programs while evaluating whether alternative propulsion technologies deserve renewed attention. If even a portion of these reports turns out to be true, the impact would extend far beyond the automotive industry. It could influence global mining operations, energy infrastructure, manufacturing strategies, and international supply chains, changing how nations approach transportation for decades to come. And the financial reaction could be just as dramatic. Markets around the world have already shown how quickly investor confidence can shift whenever disruptive technology enters the conversation. Companies heavily invested in batteries, charging infrastructure, or raw materials could face increased uncertainty as investors reconsider future demand. Meanwhile, countries with strong manufacturing capabilities may see an opportunity to become leaders in next-generation hybrid production, potentially reshaping the global automotive landscape. As speculation intensified, another rumor surfaced. Anonymous documents allegedly describing parts of the technology began circulating online, fueling debates among engineers and automotive enthusiasts. Whether authentic or not, they reignited interest in advanced hybrid concepts that many believed had reached their limit years ago. Additional reports suggest prototype vehicles may have undergone testing in demanding environments across multiple continents, demonstrating consistent performance in difficult terrain and extreme climates. Supporters claim emissions are exceptionally low, with minimal visible exhaust and significantly cleaner operation than traditional combustion engines. However, experts caution that every revolutionary technology brings new challenges. A widespread shift toward advanced hybrid systems would create fresh demands for specialized components, manufacturing capacity, and fuel optimization strategies that current supply chains may not be prepared to handle. Rather than competing over charging networks, future competition could center on who controls the technologies and production capabilities behind the next generation of ultra-efficient hybrid powertrains. If that happens, the automotive revolution won't simply change how we drive. It could transform the global energy landscape itself. And if these rumors continue to gain momentum, the real competition may only be beginning. But the surprises don't stop there. According to industry speculation, the heart of this advanced hybrid system depends on specially engineered corrosion-resistant alloys and custom piezoelectric materials. While these components aren't exceptionally rare, they're highly specialized, and current global supply chains may not be prepared for large-scale production. As a result, early manufacturing costs could be noticeably higher than conventional powertrains. The uncertainty extends beyond the factory floor. Reports suggest insurance companies and regulators are struggling to determine how this technology should be classified. It doesn't fit neatly into the categories of gasoline vehicles, electric vehicles, or traditional hybrids, creating an entirely new regulatory challenge. Some analysts believe governments may eventually introduce new efficiency standards or thermal energy regulations to adapt to this emerging technology. If that happens, the consequences could reach far beyond a single-engine design. Massive investments in EV charging stations, substations, and battery infrastructure might suddenly face an uncertain future. Why continue expanding charging networks if a highly efficient self-generating hybrid system offers an alternative that doesn't rely on plugging into the grid? And according to many observers, this disruption is only getting started. Industry insiders believe Honda could officially reveal the technology at an upcoming Tokyo Auto Show, not as a futuristic concept, but as a production-ready platform with concrete manufacturing plans. Some reports even suggest the first rollout could focus on Asia and the Middle East, where limited charging infrastructure has slowed EV adoption, turning what was once considered a disadvantage into a strategic opportunity. Then comes the question everyone wants answered. What is Elon Musk thinking? So far, there has been no official response, no social media posts, no interviews, and no public comments regarding the rumors surrounding this advanced hybrid technology. That silence has fueled even more speculation across the automotive industry. Meanwhile, reports from Detroit and Seoul suggest several major automakers have already begun emergency strategy meetings to evaluate their long-term plans. Instead of focusing exclusively on battery electric vehicles, some companies are reportedly reconsidering the role of next-generation hybrid propulsion in their future product lineups. Honda, on the other hand, appears determined to keep moving forward. According to industry rumors, the company has outlined an ambitious roadmap that could see large-scale production begin within the next few years, potentially manufacturing hundreds of thousands or even millions of advanced hybrid engines annually. If these developments become reality, the automotive industry could be entering one of the biggest transformations in its history. From battery manufacturers and charging networks to fuel suppliers and mining companies, every sector connected to transportation would be forced to adapt to a rapidly changing landscape. This wouldn't simply mark another step in automotive evolution, it could represent a complete reset of the industry's future. The next revolution may not arrive with silent electric motors or endless charging cables. It may begin with a highly efficient hybrid engine that generates and recycles its own energy while you drive. And if this is only the beginning, the biggest chapter of the story has yet to be written. Before you go, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. We're on the road to our first 1,000 subscribers, and your support helps us bring you more incredible stories about the future of technology and the automotive world. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.